What is up, everyone? We are back. Episode 68, approaching episode 69 very soon. But today we're gonna be talking about a lot of anime discussion, talking about classic memories and whatnot and everything else. So tune in to this episode, the Council.
Yeah.
Ow, dick.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be the 68th episode where we all cry. Yeah, so today, as usual, there is Albert, there is Bakuvetsu Loli, Kelvin, there's Rick Zidu, Ariq, and there's Elbow Cement. Teguh.
Not last episode. Not last episode. The episode where we watched Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, so, hey. What up?
Hey!
Real quick, was it just me or does that intro music seems kind of like sped up to you guys, or is it just me?
No.
It just
Is it normal?
Sped up.
It felt oddly sped up to me, but it might be
sounds
just the normal
normal to
one. I don't know.
What did you do, Albert? Did you accidentally edit it?
No, I did not.
I can't tell the difference, honestly. I can't tell the difference.
Alright.
Oh well.
So-
Anyway,
Anyway,
what's happening today, Kelvin?
what's happening today? We are going to discuss Albert's path to weakness. And also Henry Cavill's getting a new lips.
That's not. All that in due time. That's not the actual rundown, Albert. If you
Well, I am pretty sure you guys will talk about my journey to weepdom, and we probably need to explain to some people if they don't know what a weep is. But yeah, we're going to be having a spoiler-filled discussion about the anime from 2015?
2015, yes.
Plastic Memories. It's an anime that these two in particular. No, these two, not these two.
What?
Okay, those.
You're stop pointing.
Where are you pointing?
I've become so confused. Kelvin and Teguh. I just realized that I'm pointing this way for a while.
I know.
So it's this and this two, Teguh and Kelvin. The fact that this flip is confusing me. Kelvin and Teguh, they picked an anime for me to watch after last episode, and it happened off air, and then it ended up being Plastic Memories. And I watched it and I finished it. And Kelvin and Ariq also haven't seen it. Only Teguh have seen it. So Kelvin and Ariq sometime in the past week also have all seen it, and we have our all thoughts on it, and we'll do a spoiler-filled discussion on that, along with a lot of other anime-related stuff. I'm assuming we're gonna talk about. And I think they already assigned me another anime to watch, so we'll see what happens there. And then we'll talk about. I technically already did.
Next week.
Yeah, Albert already started. Dude, Albert is watching an anime that I haven't even started watching.
Whoa.
Is that a big deal?
It kind of is. These two are like.
It kind of is, Albert. It kind of is,
These
yeah.
two are like the veteran weebs, Albert. And we've watched an anime that they haven't started yet, so sort of a big deal.
The apprentice has become the master.
Oh, shut up.
But no, after that, we'll be talking about some movie news, including the Henry Cavill returning in Man of Steel, the launch of HBO Max, which I will correct myself from last episode, because I said last episode that HBO Max is launching 2021. It just launched this past week, so very dumb of me to say that last week's episode. But yeah, HBO Max has already launched, and a lot of other stuff that we might get into. But yeah, before we jump into everything, you guys are the expert on anime. Why don't you explain what
My camera's
the
blurry.
term weeb is supposed to be? Arik, your camera is very good. This is the first time that your camera is like excellent in a
Yes,
while.
the
It's
first time
blurry
we can
on my
see you.
Wait, if it's blurry on my screen, then it looks good on yours. If it's blurry on my screen, then it's blurry on you.
That's weird.
It's blurry on. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Let's not get bogged down on my camera.
Alright,
Okay, so
so
weeb is
what is weeb?
Right.
we must go back to the year 1864.
According-
Find the Urban Dictionary for it. It's the most.
I'm actually googling Urban Dictionary right now.
Google the Urban Dictionary of what a weeb is.
Urban Dictionary says that it's a lesser version of a weeaboo. Watches CGDCT. What is that? Cute girls doing cute things.
I don't think that's the
Anime.
right definition.
May or
I
may
don't
not
think
have a
that's-
body pillow / waifu usually browses r/animemes. Damn it.
Kelvin, what are you reading?
Urban Dictionary. This is the top definition. Well, basically, we is people that are invested in the anime world. I guess
That's like the most
general basic way. I guess.
general basic thing. Like it can go into some really deep stuff and
Yep.
concerning stuff, but we don't go that far. At least
We don't go that far.
I hope we don't go that far.
We don't go to the concerning part.
I want to point out, like, I think I read a YouTube comment somewhere, like, oh, weeb is short for like weeaboo, and weeaboo is short for white people trying to be like Japanese and all that. Apparently, that's what I read from.
But like, okay, so weep is a term for everyone. You don't have, because Arik said like weep is for white
Albert,
people who want to be Japanese or something like that.
No, we are for
Weeb
non-Japanese
actually-
people.
So
Yeah,
anyone
like,
who's not
original-
Japanese, so technically all of us are. It applies to you
Technically,
guys.
we're all
Yes, we are weebs.
Yes.
weebs.
Okay.
Yes.
So as long as you're not
weeb is
Japanese,
actually an insult. Technically, it was an
No, the thing
insult.
is-
It's
the thing
just
it's like an
back
offensive
there-
term.
Back then it was offensive because it meant like you were really in. Not only were you into anime, you were into Japanese culture, and you do a Naruto run at school every day, and you
Yeah, you have like body
Yeah.
pillows
You-
and stuff like that.
and, and then instead of saying good morning to good afternoon to your friends, you say konnichiwa, even though you're in like the middle of Texas or
Yes.
something.
It's
Oh,
like it's like
But
you know
these days-
the terms have changed. You know.
Yeah, but these days, as long as you
Yeah.
like anime, you're a weeb. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you like weeb, and it's not.
Dude,
It's just.
it's like it's like it's like nerd. Like it used to be offensive and stuff like that. People get offended when they are called
Hmm.
nerd. Now you're called a weep. You're like, fuck yeah, I am.
you know it.
like back then, you're like, hey, you're a weeb. You watch Naruto. No, I don't. Now it's like, hey, you're a weeb. You watch Naruto. No, I actually watch Naruto Shippuden.
Talking about Naruto real quick in the live chat. Naruto the man. Hi,
Oh
guys.
wow!
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Naruto, you're the man.
I like Naruto. And
You see, Naruto the man is a weep.
There you
You
go.
see?
We can deduce that just from seeing your name, your handle,
And your profile picture.
and your profile picture.
It's not- by the way, this is not an insult. It's just how it is. We're stating a fact. We're not insulting you.
Wait. What if he's Japanese though? So he's not a weeb because he's Japanese.
He's
Yeah,
otaku.
because-
You don't know that.
Let's
Well,
call him otaku.
we'll have to ask him. But yeah, no, there was I texted this banter a few days ago on the line chat. But I basically mentioned I am what they call a weeb in the sense that I am an American fan who thinks that he is Japanese because his fandom of Eastern culture. And then the person replied, "What do you call a person who's Asian but doesn't like anime?" And the response, "A traitor." I just like the fact that first of all they call it a traitor. Second, they call it a Benedict Wong. Like, what has Benedict Wong done wrong to be called a traitor?
Really? Won't did something?
No, Arik, what were you saying?
Go look at Kelvin's hair right now, guys. He looks like what the typical weeb would look like. Like,
Oh
he
god,
tries
no.
to be so
No,
hard
no.
to be
Oh god,
fair.
no.
Yeah, he tries so hard to be like an anime character.
No, Kelvin, you've devolved. You've
I'm-
gone to a
I'm-
place that you shouldn't have gone.
I'm so confused.
Oh my god. You'll get there eventually, Albert. You'll just be patient.
Oh my god.
You be patient, Albert. We'll turn you into a proper weep yet. Right now you're a weep.
Naruto, the man says that he's from California, so technically, I guess.
You are a weep. Yeah, it's okay. We're
he-
all
he did
weeps
that.
here.
He
We're not
agrees that
judging.
I like that he
We-
put that picture of Naruto as his profile.
We welcome you, fellow weeb.
Welcome, fellow weeb.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
there-
council.
But yeah, technically, just so I am not. You guys haven't got me the rank of weep yet, have you?
No, you're weeblet.
Well,
Yeah,
are
weeblet.
What's a weeblet?
it's like a
It
piglet
just
but
means
weeb.
you're a new weeb, newbie, you know.
Yeah, you're on your first steps of weebdom.
Yeah.
So you
watch-
guys are weep masters, and I'm still a weeblet.
Oh,
I don't think we're weeb masters yet. We're more like
him. Elbow cement definitely is.
I feel like Teguh do have watched more anime than me.
I mean, then
And
again,
you
there's
watch
but
more
then
anime than me,
there's
so-
John and there's Shogo. Okay, no, those guys are the weeb senseis.
There's sensei, there is a master. What is going on?
You just give it throwing terms right now.
Honestly, we're just making this up as we go. So
Yeah, I'm making this up as we go.
Guys, Albert's
Is that a
Western
weeb
perspective
PhD?
doesn't understand this. Calm down. Albert's in the wrong hemisphere. It confuses him.
Alright.
Well, me and Ariq, me, Teguh, and Kelvin is technically in the same hemisphere. You're just in the equator.
Actually, he's
the wrong
wrong.
hemisphere. Like a perpendicular one, not the horizontal one.
Oh, God.
You're across the pond. You're on the wrong side. You're across the pond.
Uh,
Yeah,
so-
okay, well, we discussed what a weeb is. Now let's go to do what weebs
wait,
do.
so Albert, why haven't you like this whole time? Like why have you never like watched an anime, you know, even though you clearly
No,
know
I-
that the three of us watch
have.
anime.
I have watched anime way back then, but
Yeah.
I watched like the mainstream. Okay, I'm Naruto the man. I'm sorry, but like I watched the mainstream one like Naruto. I followed Naruto and I followed Shippuden for a bit. I lost track Shippuden after several of the episodes. I think I went halfway through that. And then like I watched like there is like so many anime back then that I watched. There was one that is called like Eye Shield 21 or something. That was
Oh, Shield 21. God, I completely forgot about that.
when I was in high school. I think that was quite big, and I watched it as well. I followed the trend. I've seen several episodes of One Piece, but I don't follow it vividly. I've seen several episodes of Seven Deadly Sins. I've seen several episodes of
So
Tale. So like I've seen episodes, but I just don't like vividly follow it like you guys do.
I see.
And one of the other reasons why I didn't watch anime is because I know some anime have a tendency of going very long and have lots of filler episodes. So which is why I'm sort of glad that you guys recommend me an anime which is short to the point, eight episodes or 9 episodes.
13 episodes.
13 episodes, that's right. 13
Yeah.
episodes of Plastic Memories. And which is straight to the point and 22 minutes each. And I'm like, okay, that's good. And yeah,
Yep.
and
Nice.
enough to make Albert cry. Nice.
Yep. So Albert, how do you feel after watching?
Hold on.
I thought before we go
yeah.
about the feels, man, we could like discuss about it first.
Alright.
Yeah, so once again, this is going to be a spoiler-filled discussion. If you guys are in the live chat, if you haven't seen it, then you'll be spoiled. We're here to entertain you guys. We're here to provide you some insight to this thing in this rough times. But yeah, so we're gonna spoiler alert. We're gonna be doing the.
Is this new? Is this a new thing,
Oh.
Albert?
We have.
Yeah, you like-
I just forget to use it.
So this whole time we have this, but Albert just didn't use it.
We'll be talking about plastic memory right now. So let's get started on the discussion.
Calvin's like,
What's in the thumbnail?
I have to.
"What a long discussion."
Is Ira like embarrassed that Henry Cavill is like smiling at her? Like,
Like before we discuss about like the actual thumbnail, me, Teguh, and Albert, we were on the Discord call. Kelvin wasn't on yet. We were
Yeah,
like,
we were like discussing like
how would,
what
how would
thumbnail
we
should we
make
make?
this? Like, how would we make this? And we're like, oh, find a picture of Isla, and you're like, I don't know, like find a shy one or something. And find the weirdest Henry Cavill we can find. That's how it happened. It's amazing. Okay. Oh God.
nice.
Oh god,
Oh god, that smile.
Alright, but yeah, let's dive into the spoiler discussion. Who should start?
Let's start with let's start with Albert. Let's start with you, Bert, since you're a new weeb here.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's your first anime that you're actually followed for realsies, not the
yeah,
one
you actually
watched.
finished it.
Yeah, you actually followed it. You finished it before me and Kelvin did.
Mm-hmm.
I started because I started before you guys did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I know exactly.
So yeah, Albert.
Well, you still
That's not-
finished before we did.
Well, I'm gonna give my thoughts, but then I want to pass it on to Teguh because I want to hear, because I think Teguh was the main decider on
Yeah,
which
yeah.
anime you should watch. So I want to hear why he thought I should watch this, and so I want to hear his thoughts as well. But
What's Alec doing? Alec is like, Allah, bless me.
It's a rubber band. I was like, huh, I have to beat this shit. Anyway.
Yeah, all right. Albert, go ahead.
yeah, no. Once again, I like the fact that it is straight to the point, it's concise, and 13 episodes. I thought the anime it have a very strong, powerful ending. It start off kind of slow, but then I think it helps if you rewatch, if you finish it and you do rewatch. I think the beginning part is probably better upon second viewing. But I love the anime. I love the characters. Ayla and Tsukasa are very good leads, and I'm gonna let the guru do explanation for the story, like to break it down in case for someone who haven't heard it, because I probably won't do it justice. But I like the fact that you're sort of, it's not exactly the case, but when I'm watching it, I feel like you're supposed to be Tsukasa in that scenario. So you really relate with his emotions, and you really relate with the Ayla character and all the other characters as well. But yeah, it was a powerful one. I'll chime in even more as I go on. But I think the only way that we could go on further is Teguh, you probably have to explain the plot first, and then we'll dive into it.
Right. Elbows man, cement the plot.
All right, I'll cement the plot with my elbow. Okay. Right. What's the quickest way I can explain the plot? So, it's basically the whole premise is it's set in this world where there are like these androids called Giftias, and they're basically humans. You can think of them as they have like human personalities and like everything, AI and everything, AI and everything. But they have a lifespan of I believe 9 years and 4 months.
Yeah,
Right.
1,920 hours specifically.
Well, I was like, however many years that amount of hours is, yeah. But the thing is, it's not it's not like the machine breaks down, it's the AI breaks down after that amount of time. So the whole premise of the story is like this Tsukasa guy, he works for like and the androids are called Giftias. So he works for the Giftia retrieval service. So basically when those Giftias break down after those 9 years, they need to be retrieved and like basically reset. So otherwise they'll go crazy. And it's explained in the next episode what happens if you don't deactivate those things. And Albert was actually terrified, I believe.
I wouldn't say terrified, but it just took a big twist in terms of the tone. It becomes like a horror. It becomes like a horror episode for a few episodes there. Like it's so out of. It feels out of place. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's for context.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. I get what it's for, but it just took me by surprise.
But
Like
yeah,
I messaged you, but yeah, later.
and then he works for that, and like he's basically having to deal with like people. It's basically just people, like the struggles of people having to break up with their, I don't know, like friend, or like, for example, for some like grandmothers, they'll like want a grandkid, so they'll have a gift here that's a grandkid, you know, like stuff like that. Having to break those up, and like having to well, like force them to say goodbye because otherwise there are consequences. And then the thing is, they always work in pairs. There's always one human and one giftia working together to do the retrieval, and basically that. So the main character's name is Tsukasa, and then his partner's name is Ayla. And then Ayla only had how many? 2,000 hours left
2,000 hours.
2,000
by like
hours
episode 2.
beginning.
Yeah.
And then you can tell where this goes.
Yeah.
And it goes where you think it's going. It's like you see the train coming away from like 200 miles away, but you refuse to move from the train tracks. And then
You
when
know
it
it's
hits
coming.
you, it hits you. You get hit by the train knowing fully well that you chose to get hit because it's good.
What an analogy.
So
Terminology.
basically, we know what will happen to
I'm
Ayla.
gonna stand in front of the train. I'm not gonna get hit. I'll stand here anyway because I like it.
Basically, we know what will happen to Ayla, but
Yeah,
you know,
by
we're just like,
episode 2, you know what's gonna happen. You know where the anime is going. You know where the story is going. And the anime doesn't try to surprise you. It takes you where you think it's going. And at the end, you still feel terrible and cry.
Yep.
Right.
And the songs don't help.
That's fair.
No.
But yeah, that is the whole premise. That is the
yeah.
whole premise of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I guess I'll chime in. I'll chime in again. But yeah, Teguh told me in the beginning that he told me the premise sort of in the beginning, and he says it's not really a spoiler because they tell you since the first few episodes, which is true. So like you sort of see it coming. You can expect at least what's gonna happen. And yeah, it's literally just the torture of the fact that you're spending these few episodes with Ayla, and at first you don't really like her character because she's like this quirky, weird one who doesn't really give a shit. And then eventually you start getting to like the character, and just at the moment where you're starting to really like the character have to go away, which is like the worst fucking part. But yeah, no, it's true. I cried at the end. There is no video footage that's ever gonna the light of day.
Remember there was.
It will never see the light of day in the internet ever. But yeah, no, it's beautiful. They did well. I like that there are lots of supporting characters and they fleshed them out in several of the episodes. Like I thought Eru was a throwaway character, and then they actually in one of the episodes they actually dived into her character more. I thought the orange hair girl, the one Michiru.
Yeah.
I thought they're just gonna focus on Tsukasa and Ayla the most of the time, right? And then there was one episode where they break down to Michiru's backstory with her father and everything, and that sort of fleshed her out more. And yeah, I don't really have a criticism, but like I said earlier, I expected to be one thing in the beginning, like I thought it was going to be like a romantic drama with sci-fi elements in it, and then the creepy aspect in the middle where they become the wanderers, and then there's actually like violence and shit in the middle. That one took kind of a twist, and I didn't expect that. But then they go back to the main storyline. But I thought it was a good anime. I really like the animation style, and I like the music a lot as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Nice talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who wants to go next?
I think I can go next with this one. I'm gonna. All right. So
Ariq.
basically, I'd like to mention that I've watched anime before, but Plastic Memories is technically like my first like drama, drama like romance or at least like it's the focal point of it. And I expected to find it quite boring, but instead of it's actually quite interesting. But my real issue is actually the what we've discussed before. It's the predictability. Like I actually saw a bit of the summary. It was shown in the website, and like I'm like, huh, why does the keep saying it's sad? I'm like, oh, okay, I see it. I see where this is going. It's just something with the giftiest. They have a limited time, all
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Like from the summary, they already tell you. Like if you watch the first two episodes, yeah, you would already
They
know
tell
where it's
you by the
gonna
second
head.
episode.
Yeah, they don't try to hide
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
hide it. The first episode actually, you can already. The second episode is just like confirming it. Like, oh, there she has
The
2,000
second
hours.
episode just give you the time,
Yeah,
the
the
time
time.
constraint.
Like,
Yeah.
left.
By the first
Yeah,
episode, you kind of know already.
you already know she's a gifty. You know that gifties have limited time. You know that in the first episode. Yeah, so yeah, I heard that like what a lot of people's like argument why like they don't really like it is because it's too predictable with the story. Like people say like it's too predictable in the beginning.
Hmm.
Like even though it's predictable, like I don't know, like I still like the,
Yeah, I don't know.
the
For me, it's one of those things where like even though it's predictable, it still hits you really hard, and that's
yeah,
part of
yeah.
why I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. Like, I think the fact that we know what the ending will be, and then like if you watch in like succession the last few episodes, it's like all like happy, 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 happy. Then like boom, last episode hits it like a train.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like the anticipation of you knowing like what will happen. That's what boosts the emotion, I guess, that you get from the last episode.
Yeah.
It's quite literally like it's the episodes become like happy from like episode 6. Yeah, episode like 6 all the way to like 13. That's where it's all happy. Well, 13 except for the very last part. That's where it's
Yeah.
just
Until
like
until like episode 12 lah. And then like episode 13, dude, before the song even start, today's our last day, isn't it? Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like that when that happened, like
oh shit.
Mm.
Dude, I know I'm watching the last episode, but still, when she said that, today's our last day, isn't it? Oh my
Oh.
god. And the song starts?
That stings. That stings.
Yep, that's
Like,
thing so bad.
the problem with this is that you know it's gonna happen. You know her time is about to run out. You know this from the very beginning. Still
Yeah.
But still,
Still hits you.
it's still hits you.
Still hits you.
God damn. Ah.
No, yeah. The thing that hits me the most is, and I argued because Teguh was the only one who have seen it by the time when I was watching it. So I text him back and forth, and Teguh can testify to this. I was like, I keep on telling him like, initially like the Sukasa kid, he is fucking stupid. He's just gonna end up hurting. He's gonna end up hurting himself. Why is he? Why is he? He knows eventually about the Isla having a few days left, and like, why is he still trying to make memories with this person if he knows it's not gonna end well? And like that's literally my logic in the beginning. And like I am literally like every other side character in that film, like saying, "Why are you doing this? You're only gonna hurt yourself at the end, both to yourself and to Ayla." And I keep on saying that to you. At one point, I'm like, I don't even want to watch this anymore because I know where it's going and it's just gonna hurt me. I'm just gonna stop in the middle. I jokingly said to Teguh, I'm just gonna stop in the middle. So the last thing I remember is like the good stuff before going to the bad stuff. But yeah, obviously I keep on going.
Yeah, because I
And
was like,
then-
no, Albert, what do you mean?
No, I was joking, right? There's no way I stop
Yeah.
in the middle. But yeah, there was one episode where Ayla, where actually I think it was Sukasa who said that I just want to be with you. I want to be your partner till the very end. And then when Ayla confesses back and say the same thing, and basically the gist is, And the fact that they talk about memories in the show the whole time and like the importance of it, it's like if you distance yourself from someone, the last thing that you will remember is all the bad stuff and all the hurtful stuff. And what they want is just to cherish the best stuff, and which is why they'll be with each other till the very end. And it hurts more when you have to part ways, but it makes you remember all the good stuff that happens instead of remembering that the last few moments that you thought of the person are all the negativity. And that really hits me. That's like an important message that I thought I didn't expect to get from an anime about this. And I thought it's really well done.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
think
Just like what we discussed, like Tsukasa actually knows he's gonna be hit by a train, but he's just like, no, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah,
Come
no,
at me,
no, I
bro.
still come at me, bro. I want to
I
make
think I
memories
think
with it.
yeah, I think like one of the biggest life lessons from Plastic Memories, for me at least, is like it's especially when you know you have limited time that you need to make the most of it.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
I agree with
the
the
whole thing is literally about make most of your time.
Hmm
Like that's really the main like moral. Like make most of your time, like with
Yeah.
someone, you know.
That's true.
Basically.
Yeah, and like I don't know. Okay, I think Albert, you asked me earlier about why I specifically decided to
Mhm.
choose Plastic
Yeah, I
Memories
want I
to
want I want
recommend
to
to
hear
you.
this.
Is that because we decided that Albert is not really into the shonen stuff? So
Yes, that was really why. Because like the thing is,
Well,
when
what's
I was
shonen again?
discussing like Naruto or
Uh,
like
yeah,
Seven Deadly
Gurren
Sins.
Lagann.
Because like
Stuff
the thing is,
that.
right, when we were thinking of things that Albert would like, we were like, okay, he's probably gonna want because Albert complained about filler episodes. So I'm like, okay, not a lot of filler episodes. Needs
So
to
short
have good
season.
character development. Um,
Hmm.
and I know he
Something more
likes.
grounded.
And the thing is, I know Albert likes movies that are like emotional. I think I don't know. I want to say, did you like The Fault in Our Stars?
no.
No.
No,
Okay.
but
So
he do like Sing Street,
yeah, but like
HO17.
I know he likes like drama and emotional movies, right? And like the thing is, like if you're just starting off, I think it's a lot not easier to transition into weebdom if you start off with slice of life because it's very grounded.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, it's Albert is gonna devastate Albert because it's sad as hell. But
Which is true.
but it ticks all the right boxes. So Plastic Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually we
Pretty
gave
much.
Albert a list: Plastic Memories or Your Lie in April, or
Problem is that time
Kaguya-sama. The
Violet.
thing is, at that time, none of us has seen Your Lie in April yet.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I have seen Plastic Memories, so I could personally recommend it. Meanwhile, Your Lie in April,
Yeah.
I've only heard good things about it.
That's right.
And then like Kaguya-sama, we don't want you to drop you in right into all the meme stuff.
Yeah. Kaguya-sama is just a meme fest.
Yeah, it's just meme fest, it's just comedy, no like the romance stuff is only like you
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah, that's why. It's
No, I mean,
really,
it's comedy about the romance, but the romance never really progresses.
yeah, exactly. So it's just funny, you know. Not much character development, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for
Yeah.
kind of thing.
The song
Yeah, I
song
mean
though.
that's probably the right choice for you guys because that it left me with
Oh,
a.
we also recommended. I also think I recommended Kokoro Connect, but like,
Oh yeah.
I think
That
you
too.
did.
yeah, I recommended Kokoro Connect, but I forgot why I decided to just go with
I
It's
cannot
too
remember.
Plastic
it's
Memories
too
instead.
mind bending.
Yeah, it was pretty mind bending. Was it because of that?
Right, Ben.
I think it's because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you guys definitely picked the right one because it's short. Because the key to getting someone's attention is do something that's impactful and quick, right?
Yep.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
If you want to show a kid something, you have to show it. Their attention span is like boom, boom, boom. You really have to show something impactful and quick. So put that scenario to me. You guys give me
But it's
something
a
in
kid.
13 episodes. You have to give me 13 episodes and it's quick and it's something that leave me with an impression and it definitely did.
Nice.
And yeah, no, I tweeted about that. I tweeted about this anime and this is I've got the most response and like in quite some time when I tweet about this, and I basically said, so my friends are trying to convert me to become fans of anime, and to start off, they told me to watch Plastic Memories. Well, I'd be completely lying if I said I didn't bolt my eyes out by the end of the series. And the people just start chiming in. You should watch Your Lie in April. Watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Not a series, but watch a movie. It's called Finding Me. It's called Mirai, one of the best animated films of the decade. So people are like chiming in and everything after that anime tweet. And yeah, Naruto the Man. That I was
Oh,
about to
no,
bring that up.
no,
that
no,
that
no.
quote really left me with an impression.
That
Oh,
hurts.
I hope someday you will be reunited with the one you cherish. God damn.
That
Especially
hurts.
when she revealed what it is. Because I didn't see that
Yeah.
coming. I
And
literally
then
thought
even what actually said it in the last episode.
No one
There's-
saw it coming. No one saw it coming.
No one saw it coming, dude.
like I realized she's been whispering to all the giftias. I thought what she's been whispering the whole time is like, smile one more time for the person that you love or something, so they have a happy memory of you. I thought that's like what she's saying, and then when she said that, which definitely triggers the honest and true smile from the giftias themselves instead of forcing them to tell them to smile. Because if you hear that quote, like of course you're gonna smile. So the
Mhm.
fact that was the quote, it took me by surprise, and it's like, oh, frick.
And also,
That's actually really sweet.
like it also like adds. I just remember that one scene where it like when I rewatched it, it hurt me a lot because the first time you didn't understand, but the second time when you rewatch it, it hurts you a lot. It's that scene when they go to the rich person's place and then like
Oh yeah.
they tell like Ayla tells the gift, yeah, I hope you get reunited to the person like you cherish most. But the thing is, they still didn't reveal what Ayla said, and then the gift just says you too.
Yeah,
yes.
I
When you
remember that.
rewatch that, it's like,
That hurts. That
that
hurts.
hurts. That hurts a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, I definitely remember that.
Ah. God damn plastic memories, man.
Plastic memories.
You know, it's a fantastic anime. I would recommend for anyone who have not seen it. Well, I guess you guys got. If you have not seen it and you listen to this, you probably get spoiled by now.
recommended for people who are literally starting to watch anime. Like
I mean, like,
was
yeah,
it?
if you like drama stuff, and then like, I think like if you want to get
It's
into anime,
it's kind of slice of life.
it's kind of slice of life.
yeah.
Yeah, plastic memories. So yeah, Albert.
and
so
yeah,
now you're
so-
watching Your Lie in April, right?
I'm a few episodes in.
Nice.
Yeah, Your
I
Lie in
have
April.
finished.
Yeah, Ariq finished.
And
Yeah.
Ariq says he felt even sadder. So
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I just wait a bit.
That's the thing about it. Ariq have a very sad week. He finished Plastic Memory, then he's directly continuing to Your Lie in April.
thing is,
Are you okay there, buddy?
he's preparing himself
He's
for
depressed.
Kaguya-sama. He's preparing himself for Kaguya-sama. You know.
Yeah, true.
Mm,
Yeah. Yep.
so yeah. But I think we should just save your lie in April for next week because you two still haven't. You two has.
I
I
don't
will
know.
watch it this week. I will watch it this week.
I'll try to watch it this week. I cannot guarantee because my internship is starting on Monday and I don't know the workloads is gonna be.
Mhm.
But I'll definitely I'll still watch. I'll continue watching it.
Yeah.
Just cannot
I
guarantee.
mean, it is more episodes, right? It's like what,
It is.
22 episodes?
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23. There you go. Yeah, it's more
so
10
there's
more
like
episodes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we can discuss it next week. Well, that's fine.
We'll see
We
how
will
it
try
goes.
to discuss it next week. Yeah, if we all finish, we'll try. Yeah,
But yeah, there you go.
there you go. That's Albert and anime.
Albert and anime.
Yeah. But yeah.
あの子、私が育てたんですよ。
Hey, guys,
I raised that boy.
wait.
We raised that boy.
We raised that boy. Albert and Ariq won't get it until they. I think Ariq might get it because he's probably seen the memes, but Albert won't get it until he watches Kaguya-sama.
I don't know what it means, but I haven't watched it fully. You get what I mean?
It's
Yep.
even
Oh, I
better
can't
if you
find
watch
the.
it.
It's even better.
Chat. I'm not bothered to find the chat. There's a where Albert, like after he got his anime recommendations, he told in the group like, he told the groups like, why is being a weeb so sad?
Why is being a weeb so sad?
It's true.
And just like every time we're just throwing Albert like, you're plastic memories, you're lying, April. Like all this at once.
Kokoro Connect.
Kokoro Connect. You're like, oh my god, why is being a weeb so sad? That is the best quote I've ever heard.
It's not that it's sad, Albert. It's that what these anime happens to be sad.
Yes.
Your taste in anime, your
Being a
taste,
weeb
like-
is
like-
fun. It's not sad at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like- I started out
It just
like-
happened that
I
you wanted
started
to pick
out
is very sad. Both of them.
Here, Albert, here's the perspective. Like, I started out with like a really like kind of etchy, what do you call it, mecha anime. So it's completely different tone from.
What did you
you
start
have
with?
watched.
What kind of anime did you start with?
I think
It's
Ariq
an
and
anime.
Teguh. Oh, Ariq started with Darling, doesn't it?
I started with
Or is
Darling,
it
yeah.
Guren?
In the Franks, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Darling. I started with
No,
Gurren.
Gurren is my second. Gurren is my second anime. Recommended me after I watched Darling in the Franks. And Darling in the Franks, Albert, it's basically like, what's that thing called? Pacific Rim, but anime. Yeah. I don't know what else to explain. That's about it.
Pacific Rim, but anime.
Anime.
Well, I mean, like
Pacific Rim,
after
but
like
anime.
after like 15 episodes, it takes a huge turn. Okay.
Yeah, the thing,
Oh,
I don't know. We all have different
right,
starts because
after
my
15 episodes.
my start to anime was very violent.
What do you watch,
What
Teguh?
was it?
And Gurren Lagann, terus Kill la Kill, and then Akame ga Kill Mirai Nikki.
A lot of
Wait,
shows there.
who's the OG? Who's the OG weep here? Is it Kelvin? Okay.
I watch first, then Teguh,
This
then
boy,
Ariq, then
this
you.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
like
no,
I started watching like I never actually really follow much anime before until I watched Fairy Tail. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember you
Started
talking about
with,
Fairy Tail a lot.
That just
Fairy Tail I do watch. I do watch like anime episode 1 to 20, and like I read the manga from like 1 to like whatever. I forgot what chapter it was. I think like 300 ish. But then because of UN, I lost track of where of when
UN
because of
UN is the
national exam.
Yeah, national exam
Yeah.
in Indonesia.
Yeah, then I lost
Yeah,
track of
national.
what chapter I was in. I was really too lazy to figure it out, so I never bother searching for it. Yeah.
So that means you started watching what during elementary? Then you started becoming a weeb.
No, I do. I watch Fairy Tail the anime since I'm in Singapore.
I don't know how long that was.
Since I'm in Singapore, so I was like what, grade 3?
Yeah,
Four?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
one of them.
in the elementary.
Very young age. I'm a weeb.
Okay, so and I started watching anime after I graduated high school. Teguh, when did you start
No.
watching? Truly watching.
High school, like grade 11 or 12. I don't know.
Basically, when he's mostly in one class with me.
11 or 12.
Yeah. When I was in one class with you and
And
Dea.
Albert is just. Yeah, and
Because it was a joint
there
effort,
was a
you know.
time when
My
it was like,
my
what is it?
my
Joint
wee
effort.
my wee parents were Kelvin and Dea.
You're welcome.
Those two made a joint effort to weebify me.
Wait,
No,
so
but-
so is Kelvin and Teguh my weep?
And it worked so well I ended up in Japan.
Is that the reason why you're in Japan? Just to be a total fully embraced weeb? Just to go to
No.
Japan? That's the main
No.
reason.
I remember like I do watch like clips of anime here and there. That time when you go to my house, the thing that we watch is like High School DxD.
I don't know what that is.
Of One Punch
You don't
Man.
have to.
Should be one episode of One Punch Man and one episode of High School DxD. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you showed me. I'm like, oh, anime is so weird. I will not be into it. Now I'm like, anime is so weird. I am definitely into it.
Ariq, you
That's
watch interspecies reviewers, right?
Oh my god! Yeah, you
Yeah, I
watched
did.
that? Holy shit!
Albert, for the love of God, do not watch it.
Do not
Albert,
watch
Albert.
that. No, Albert, do not go there.
Albert,
Do not.
interspecies reviewer is like the service level before you dive into the weird stuff.
It's an
Yeah,
ocean of weirdness. That's like
Okay.
yeah,
do not watch it.
yeah, and then
That's our we talk.
yeah,
What is the thing?
thing like
Wait, I want to discuss. Three of us has watched Gurren Lagann, but not Albert.
yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
Not
I
yet.
do-
Not yet.
Gurren
There
Lagann
will be a
Not yet.
time for it, but not yet.
Yeah, I don't think
You
now is
are
the
not
time.
ready yet. You-
Yes,
But I will eventually watch this thingy. that you
yes,
said.
you will eventually watch Gurren Lagann, Albert.
Yes, Albert. You will
It's on
eventually
it's
watch
on
it.
it's on Netflix right now.
Believe in the us who believes in you.
Yeah, Albert. As long as you believe in us who believe in you, you
What
will
the hell
become
is
weak.
this? This looks like some kind of Transformer shit.
Wait, Albert, are you looking at the?
Yeah, I
I'm looking at pictures.
think it's looking like a preview or something on Netflix.
Wait, here Naruto the man did say like there's lots of good anime on Netflix, but Crunchyroll is my
Oh
go-to.
right, Albert. You're in the US. You could actually use Crunchyroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it a paid subscription?
Is it paid? I don't know.
Oh no.
I
I'm
don't know.
not sure either.
A lot of-
I don't, we
there is
we
a
don't
lot
have
of-
access here. We don't have
Yeah, we
access
don't
to
have
it. That's the thing.
Let me check.
But
But yeah, no, there are lots of- There are
watch.
lots of animes on Netflix and on Hulu. So
The thing is,
I
the
watched
library.
I watched Your Lies in April and not Your Lies, Plastic Memories on Hulu, and I watched Your Lies in April on Netflix.
There you go.
Oh,
And Albert have English subtitles, unlike us to be.
Yeah, unlike us. Not only do I have to go on Netflix, like not only is it on Netflix Japan, there's no English subtitles. Like, oh my god.
We actually have
You
to
just-
to try to understand like
You know. The thing. Here's the thing,
Learn.
Kel. I watch so much anime that like I was chatting with my Japanese friend. My Japanese friend at some point literally said, "Why the hell do you sound like an anime character?"
What the
I
hell?
know, I know.
How
No,
is
because
that possible?
no, because in Albert, like the
The
language
choice of
for words they
words?
use in the anime is
It's
it's not like a daily life talking, you know.
it's like daily life, but slightly more exaggerated.
Yeah.
So like,
So yeah,
like
so
it
when
still
we use
passes.
our, like,
It still passes, but people will be like, "You sound like an anime character."
yeah, people will be judging you if you do that. Yeah. But yeah,
Okay. Also, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think Ariq is right. I was just checking Crunchyroll. I think it's you're able to watch it free, but there will be advertisement if you there's like a premium version, which I think
Mhm.
will
Yeah,
remove the
no
ads.
advertising. Yeah, it's like $7.99 a month plus taxes. But I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot in Netflix and there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's the-
talking about Netflix and talking about Hulu and talking about Crunchyroll, there is a new streaming service in town, and Crunchyroll is actually part of that streaming service, so it's a good transition here. HBO Max. I feel like it's a perfect time for us to transition. But yeah, HBO Max. It's the new streaming service, which once again, last week I said it's gonna launch in 2021. It launched this past week on May 27, 2020. So my dumb ass thought, once again, forgive me. But yeah, it lasts this past few weeks, and there has been mixed reviews about it. Huh?
What did you say in the episode where I wasn't there? What did you say about HBO Max?
Because we were talking about the Snyder Cut that was happening, and I basically said that the Snyder Cut is launching at the same time of HBO Max at 2021. Little did I know HBO Max launch 2 days after we record that episode. So
Yes, we are in the future, baby.
The future is now, old man.
but yeah, no, HBO Max. If people don't know what HBO Max is, it's another HBO streaming service. You guys have probably know HBO Go. You guys probably know HBO Now. There's like different stuff. Like I think HBO Now is for people who have HBO on cable, and they are able to now watch it on their device. HBO Now Wait, no, HBO Go. I don't know. Okay, so one of them is basically you're able to watch it. If you have it on cable, you can watch it on your device. The other one is basically like a paid subscription. But now HBO Max is practically HBO Go / HBO Now plus a lot of everything else. It's on the higher end in terms of the pricing. It's like $15 a month, but it have a lot of stuff too. So you have all the HBO stuff. You have all these HBO Max originals, which isn't a lot right now, but they got some of those. You got all the Cartoon Network stuff. You got a lot of stuff like Big Bang Theory, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Friends, which is like enticing a lot of people. You got a lot of Criterion collection of like classic films if you want to see like old classic movies. There are a lot over there. Top Gear is, I believe, over there as well. Sesame Street. A lot of the animation like the Hanna-Barbera production, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, like I said, as well as Studio Ghibli, which is enticing a lot of people, and as well as Crunchyroll. So there is that. And the biggest issue right now that people are saying that for $15.99 as an initial launch, even though there is a lot of things that they're offering, like different brands that they're offering, but from the specific brands there hasn't been too much yet. So yeah, thoughts on this?
Damn, I didn't expect them to have. That's quite a lot, and it's very, and yeah, you're right. It is enticing. Like Crunchyroll, Top Gear. I haven't watched Top Gear in a long time.
Here,
This is like
I'll read you guys
Top,
off.
right? Those
I'll read you.
dumbasses ones.
What?
The one
Yeah.
with- Top Gear sucks, man. Like after 20, I think. After 23,
Here,
I forgot.
I'll read you guys
The
the
original.
available. I'll read you guys the available titles from the Crunchyroll brand that's currently available on HBO Max. So they have 91 Days, Berserk, Bungo Stray Dogs, Erased, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, In/Spectre, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, Keep Your
Oh,
Hands
dude.
Off, Kill la Kill,
Kill la Kill.
Kiznavir, Konosuba, God's Blessing.
Oh,
on the-
Konosuba!
Konosuba, yep.
Bakuretsu Lolly.
ReZero,
that's
Starting
Kelvin's
Life in
name.
Another World, Roka, Brave of the Six Flowers, Roroni Kenshin,
Rurouni
Rurouni
Kenshin.
Kenshin.
Swatsres,
Rurouni
Marken, The
Kenshin.
Testament of Sister New Devil, and of course, Your Lie in April. So they have that, but like people are just questioning, if you have the rights to Crunchyroll, why don't you put a lot more
All
stuff
the
in there?
animes.
Yeah, why is this select few? As well, like the Cartoon Network stuff that they have. They have Adventure Time, they have Ben 10, they have Chowder, they have Foster's Home, they have Dexter's Laboratory, they have Powerpuff Girls. But that's it. Like they don't have that and a lot more other than that.
That's,
Like the Studio Ghibli, they have everything except for Grave of the Fireflies because they don't have the rights to that. And like they have the rights to the DC films, but there are no Superman movies out there. And weirdly enough, they say that the DC films are only gonna be in the streaming service for a month. Like a lot of them are leaving it.
that's
And a lot of the original DC product, like the Harley Quinn original, is not in there. The TV show Harley Quinn is not in there. Swamp Thing is not in there. Doom Patrol is in there, but only for a month. So like it's like weird. Like it's like they decided to launch this, but they're not ready. So they
That's
provide
weird.
with exactly.
That's really weird. Like, why does it only last for a month?
I don't know. And they still have the DC streaming service too and its own thing. So
That's weird. Honestly, that's just weird.
it's like a problematic launch. It's like they're not ready to launch it, but like, you know what, let's launch it anyway.
I mean, they're doing a lot, but then they're not really sure how to properly launch it.
Maybe they have
Yeah.
too much streaming service, so it's like they don't want to put everything into one.
I think in the long run, HBO Max will be like a big product, especially if they can secure
Yeah.
the rights to all. Because Ghibli is enticing once again, because they haven't Ghibli is known for not releasing stuff on digital, and the only way you can get the films is on the physical copy. So this is like one of the first time it's accessible on streaming. So that's like a big enticing factor. But then again, like nothing else is really ready yet. It feels like.
Yeah.
Unless you want to watch Friends, which is like the only place where you can watch Friends right now. Or like if you want to watch the old Looney Tunes cartoons, which apparently they say it's good. Or the Hanna-Barbera stuff once again.
What is Hanna-Barbera?
Hanna-Barbera is Flintstones, the Jetsons,
All those,
Scooby-Doo.
I haven't seen the
Oh.
Flintstones in so long.
Oh, Hanna-Barbera is a company.
It's a production company, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought I thought it's like a human or
I thought
something.
it's a
Like, huh? Why do I
that?
want to watch Hanna-Barbera? Like, who is
And yeah, no,
she?
they say the original programming hasn't been that good. The only good one is there is a new Looney Tunes cartoon for original programming, but aside from that, they don't have that much original programming.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this. It
Also,
do
one-
look like it has huge potential.
It definitely does. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's worth the money right now, especially for $15.
Right now, is $15 a lot for a month?
Oh, it's a lot. Netflix, my Netflix is $9.99, and that's for
Oh.
multiple device. That's like
Oh.
the higher end plan. What else? Amazon Prime is obviously useful because of the delivery part of it. And my Hulu is a deal with Spotify. My Disney Plus I got for $7.99, and that's good because I got a
Oh.
lot of stuff.
And this one is $15.99.
I think it's $14.99, I believe.
Oh, that is more expensive, I guess.
Like once again, in the long run, if they have the Snyder Cut, if they have all the HBO stuff, because HBO alone, you got Game of Thrones, you got
Mhm.
Chernobyl, you got all those stuff, Barry, like a lot of good stuff. So with that, along with the classic films, which is hard to find on streaming, like once again, like Singing in the Rain, A Little Shop of Horrors kind of thing, and with the Ghibli, it's enticing, but I don't think it's worth it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
probably like later once they've added everything else.
Mhm.
I guess hold your horses, before subscribing to HBO Max.
Hold your horses.
Hold your
Remember,
horses.
kids, no pre-orders.
No.
Pre-orders. Wait, did we and
No
Kelvin
pre-order,
do
but
that,
we pre-ordered Iceborne
though? Did
already.
we pre-order Iceborne?
We did.
Also, I find
I
find it also I find it funny because once again they have the Criterion channel, which is like known for the classic stuff, and then in the Criterion channel they have films like once again the Casablanca and everything, and then at the same Criterion channel they have Armageddon and like Pearl Harbor, which I wouldn't say classic, nor are they good. So I don't know what they're trying to. It's not a good look to put a Criterion channel.
Hey! I like Pearl Harbor.
No, but you don't
No.
put them in the same category as like Singing in the Rain or Casablanca or Citizen Kane.
Bro, I once saw you argued about it. You saw an airplane shoot a truck like twice, and then suddenly it blows up like 10 times.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
It's weird. You were complaining
Yeah, once
about
again,
it.
it might be a fun watch,
I
but
know.
it doesn't belong in the same
It's Michael Bay, Ariq.
subsection.
Michael Bay. It's just
It's
like
Michael Bay. What do you
Exactly.
expect?
Well, Kelvin can't watch it. He has eye problems. It's too bright.
What?
What?
Is that right?
You have eye problems. You have to like one time you said you have to play with sunglasses.
Hey. It's
What?
sensitive.
They're not. I just want you to look cool.
Sensitive, okay? Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know you were saying.
I'm sensitive to light. I'm not a moth.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh yeah, the HBO Max also have all the Harry Potter films, which is enticing a lot of people. But
What?
yeah, no,
Oh, really?
all the Harry Potter films are there.
Kelvin's
But
I
yeah,
don't
once
want it.
Never watched it, babe.
once again, there is so many problems in this one, including the fact that you cannot watch it on a Fire Stick or Roku TV. They don't allow you to watch it there for some
Fire
reason.
Stick?
It's
What is
one
that?
of those smart TVs.
Amazon Smart TV thing.
As well as some people who have HBO Now. Apparently, they automatically get HBO Max for free if they're already subscribed to HBO Now. But some people have not, depending on what kind of plan they have. So it's like this weird bullshit. Yeah, that's HBO Max.
So it's all guaranteed. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, talking about HBO Max, one of them once again is Warner Brothers, and it's of course DC stuff. And talking about DC, Henry Cavill is in talks to return as Superman. Hopefully,
New lips.
hopefully looking
No,
like that
where's
instead of
this
looking
thumbnail?
like instead of
There we
looking
go.
like
There
this.
we go.
There you go. This is the right one.
This spark joy.
this spark joy. This does not
Does
spark
not spark joy.
Dude,
Oh
Dude.
God.
Huh?
yeah. So Man of Steel is getting what, the second one?
That's the weird part, though. But yeah, okay. Before I get into the details, actually, I'll just get into the details and then I'll hear your thoughts. So the thing is, they say that Henry Cavill is in talks to reprise his role as Superman, but not in a Superman sequel. They say they're gonna make him appear in like Shazam 2 or Black Adam or like another Justice League.
What?
Obviously, the Zack Snyder Justice League is going to be in it, but like might be in another Justice League film or something like that, or a Wonder Woman 1984, the new film. So they say that he might be back there, but he's not gonna get a new film, which is weird if you want to sign a big contract for him. So
That's weird.
what's your thoughts on this?
You're making a new
I really
movie.
hope
You're making Man of
I
Steel
really
2.
hope Steel 2. Like everyone, it's like not a lot of people like the DCEU, but like a lot of people like Man of Steel, right? Like
Me.
why
Man,
can't you just make a second?
I like Man of Steel. Not the I mean like the plot's kind of
I mean, I wouldn't say.
but the fighting though, I kind of like the fighting feels like Dragon Ball, honestly.
Yeah,
It's like boom, boom.
it's like it's an open scale, you know. It's like they fight everywhere, like it's cool. But yeah, why don't they just do that? Like a lot of people are demanding Man of Steel 2. Like it's on high demand.
Yeah.
Well, why is it not? You're not doing it.
And it's not like they
Why?
cannot get a good script. There are like so many Superman villains that they haven't even touched. Bizarro,
Mm.
Brainiac. They can literally do that storyline in the big screen. They've
Yep.
never done that.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I think
it's weird.
Bizarro would make a lot of sense, because they already have Lex Luthor in there. They can like make
Yeah.
Lex Luthor do some stuff.
Do stuff.
Yeah, Teguh, do you want to see a Man of Steel 2 sequel or?
Sure. I have nothing against
I don't
it,
think
but like,
Man, it is a fun watch,
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
Mhm.
it's not one of those movies you're looking forward to, but it's like it's nice to have, you know.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like,
Mhm.
oh, again. But it's not like I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, again. No, neither.
Yeah, it's more like it's more of the
Like, oh.
Man of Steel 2.
Again. Cool.
nice. All right, should watch.
Nice, all right.
Yeah,
I should watch it.
But yeah, it's just like
it's
it's just confusing because like it's not like Henry Cavill doesn't want it. It's not like Ben Affleck who doesn't want Batman anymore. Like Henry Cavill wants to be Superman. It's just Warner Brothers doesn't want to give him a film.
dude.
It's like so
Honestly, I
confusing.
don't understand anymore, man. I just go with whatever DCU is giving me and probably not watch it. No.
Also, you know, they need to redeem him because like this is the last thing that we saw of Superman. Like they really fucked up his face.
Dude,
So they
getting-
better redeem him and make a good film where he doesn't have a CGI face.
dude, new lips. That's what he needs. New lips.
Like, look at how atrocious that is.
Oh my god.
God.
Dude, and this is all because of a mustache.
Yeah.
It's all because of a mustache.
And like I honestly feel bad for Henry Cavill because like yes, he have the Superman body, but it's not like you have to maintain that shit. The only reason he's having that body is because in case Warner Brothers want to sign him back and they really haven't done it. Like
Yep.
a lot of the actors, unlike Hugh Jackman or like Chris Evans, like this thing is tiring. I'm done. They want to be done with it, and Henry Cavill is still keeping up because of the hopes of being Superman, and Warner Brothers is just not giving a shit about it. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Dude.
I don't know, bro. Just Superman can just take the Endgame 4 approach, you know.
Go fat.
Fat
Like,
Superman.
like this. Oh, I've been in quarantine.
I've been in quarantine.
It's become fat.
Oh no.
See, guys, Thor has been before we even had the TNC. Thor is smart. He thinks ahead.
Is Superman even capable of getting fat?
I mean, like, why not?
I- oh.
I don't
Like
know.
certain
I
like
don't
heroes,
know.
I don't know.
Okay.
fast-
Well, I guess if Thor
Fat
can
Superman.
if Thor can get fat, I guess Superman can get fat.
Yeah, why not?
It depends on their biology or something. I know Captain America can't get fat. It was
Captain America
explained on
cannot
the-
get fat.
He can.
like he can't get drunk, but at the same time he can't actually get fat because his
So
metabolism burns
Superman
quickly at that point.
was fat?
What the hell? I've never seen that in my life.
What is this?
Fat,
I've never seen that in my life. Oh my god.
like
So yes, it is possible. Oh, great, Krypton! I came into this boat to change identities, and I've become a super fatso.
Oh my god.
That is one old Superman comic there.
what?
Yikes.
Well,
Yeah, well, there you
yeah.
go. Fat Superman, it's a thing.
Cavill gets- if he gets 2,000, yeah, there you go. That's
Fat Superman, it's a thing.
But yeah, hopefully this is true. Hopefully there is more Superman filmed in the future. Hopefully we see more Henry Cavill.
there's a fat Superman.
I don't know. I mean, we did see him in Shazam. I don't think that's Henry Cavill, but we did see Superman in Shazam at the end of it. So yeah.
Yeah,
That means since Robert Pattinson is Batman now, right?
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
know if that's part of Worlds of DC / DCEU or whatever they're calling it.
Oh,
I thought it's part of the series. I'm confused.
wait. So is
Not
Ben
sure.
Affleck done or not with Batman?
And Affleck is done, but I think it's returning for the Snyder Cut, but I think it's
Oh.
done as Batman officially.
Well, that means in the future if they're making a new Superman movie, then it'll be like Robert Pattinson and Henry Cavill.
They
then.
can they'll just reboot it or for
Yeah, just
somehow I guess.
No, they do have Flashpoint Paradox, to reboot everything. They do have Flashpoint.
It's already like explained.
They have one reverse card,
Yeah.
Uno reverse.
Flashpoint Paradox.
One last thing before we move on to this. I know you guys don't have Twitter, so you guys definitely did not see this. But there is something on Twitter that I want to share to you guys. It's from David F. Sandberg, director of Shazam. So you should be able to hear the audio. So he tweeted this when HBO Max launched, but basically saying, "I know a lot of you asked for this, but I'm not so sure this is an improvement. But hey, at least you can stop messaging me about it now." So this is what he tweeted out. So he went to HBO Max. He plays Shazam. And it's, of course, spoiler if you haven't seen Shazam, but it's the ending part of Shazam.
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, I don't know that was so random. They just decided to upload that. That's the actual director of Shazam, by the way. He actually uploaded.
That was definitely not in my expectations.
What was that? Holy shit.
What is possible?
I'm like, what the heck? It's so weird, but yeah. I decided to throw that. If you guys want to see it, if you guys are listening on audio, go to David F. Sandberg's Twitter handle and find that tweet. It's a hilarious one.
That's like the reverse of Ed.
The reverse of what?
Never mind. You know who Ed is.
Not sure.
No neck Ed.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
It's the reverse. That's the reverse. That's the reverse of him.
Talking about people
Long neck
who's potentially playing a character in a film, there is a recent casting news for a Borderlands movie, and I know you guys played Borderlands. So
Kelvin tried. Kelvin tried for a while.
which one of you
Kelvin
played
tried.
Borderlands? Which one of you played Borderlands?
Ariq and Teguh.
We completed 2 and 3, the pre-sequel. We played the first one as well. I didn't.
I didn't finish it though. I only played a bit of it.
Okay, so why don't you guys chime in a little bit on the first of all, did you guys know that there is a Borderlands movie in the works?
Nope.
I didn't know until Albert told about it. About the
Second of all, are you anticipating this to be a good film, or are you excited for a Borderlands film?
Are they making the first Borderlands or the Borderlands 2 story?
See, I don't know which Borderlands they're going with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
The thing.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know either. But basically, the casting news was Kate Blanchett was playing Lilith in the upcoming Borderlands film that is directed by Eli Roth.
Hella, basically. Hella is playing Lilith.
I don't know,
What do you
man.
think to go? You played Lilith in the Borderlands 1, so you would need some context.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'll go with it.
Video game movies is it still under a curse? Is it being lifted? Is it still like
There's like it's been like lifted like a little bit, with like
Like
Sonic
Hedgehog
is pretty fun.
and
Detective Pikachu.
They're not like horrible.
They're not horrible.
I mean, like they lift the curse like just like just blow on it.
It's getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I wonder if Borderlands might be too big step for them. Like that game is over the top, even as a
that's the
video
thing.
game
It's
in the
over the top.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
here's
how
the thing.
it will.
Here's the thing, especially if they're doing Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel, there's a lot of things SJWs will not like.
Exactly.
It's just a bare minimum.
And also the
Even
game is
even 3, there's a bit, but like it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad. 3 is more grounded in terms of like political correctness.
Mhm.
Let's not get
Yeah, no.
bogged down on politics.
It's the only thing I can find about this film is that they're going to be searching some mysterious relic in the fictional planet of Pandora.
Yeah, that's about the whole fucking story of the game.
That's about the story of everything, of every game.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, is Lilith like the main character in the games?
In the first
yes.
game, she's a playable character in the game. In second and third, she's a prominent character.
She's like an
in the
NPC,
story.
a prominent NPC. Yeah.
Prominent
Hmm.
NPC in 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's very important basically to the whole Borderlands saga. And
She's
I think Blanchett is a
until
great actress,
Borderlands
so, like,
3 screwed it up.
calm
Not gonna
down,
say
Teguh.
how. Not gonna say how. Fucking
I don't understand either, Albert.
fucking Ava
Oh yeah, no. Like basically,
Gets-
Borderlands 1 is
ruins both of my mains. Both are
let it all out. Let it all out. Let it all out. Okay, yeah, basically Borderlands story has been a big disappointment in most people. That's why a lot of people don't really play it.
I
The
don't like.
gameplay's
I
great.
mean, like
The gameplay is
Gameplay's
amazing.
but
The gameplay is
the game is
amazing.
amazing, but the story is
The story is
ruined.
pretty shit. Not
I
pretty
mean,
shit,
like
it's
like
like
it's hard to either like because Borderlands 2, it's like one's the best story, isn't it?
not the best
Yeah, it
story,
is.
but the best villain,
Yeah, the best. Yeah, there you go.
which basically means best story.
The
Yeah.
newest one
Yeah,
is the
that's
third. The newest one is the third one, right?
Yep.
That was released this past year.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was released.
Mhm.
It was recently for Steam.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Eli Roth is I haven't seen any of his work, but he's an interesting director. If you guys have seen it, he
Eli.
directed Knock Knock. He directed Death Wish. He directed The House with the Clock in Its Walls.
Never heard of these.
He directed
I
The
watched
Green
Hostel.
Inferno. He's probably most known as an actor. He is the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastard.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
The Player Q is something that would appear in Borderlands actually as like a mini boss.
But that's an interesting director to pick. But yeah, that's the Borderlands news, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but we can always
We'll
try. We'll see what happens.
They can always try,
But it's a good actress. I mean, like Kate
Especially
Blanchett is a good
with the
actress.
resurgence. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Especially with the
She's a great
resurgence of
actress,
this
though.
comic video game genre. And talking
Yeah,
about
right.
video game genre, have you guys seen the Sonic the Hedgehog film?
No.
No.
Sadly.
So I'm the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a fun film, very child friendly, and spoiler alert: at the end of it, they tease Tails for the sequel. So,
Okay.
yep, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is officially in production, and of course, I'm guessing Tails will be heavily involved in it. So I know
Thank goodness they didn't screw up Tails.
Tails looks great. Tails really look great. And so yes, as Ariq is off screen one moment. So what you guys, I know you guys haven't seen it, but now that it's in production, there's a sequel. Are you guys gonna try to watch the first one, and then you guys gonna jump on to watch the second one as well?
When I really have nothing to do, well, sure, why not? When I really have nothing to do, yeah, I'll watch Sonic back. I mean, like Sonic has never really been, favorite in all the game stuff. Game characters for me. But I do hope they bring Knuckles someday.
You know they will.
No, not Uganda Knuckles.
Hey.
I guess I'll just ask you. I guess I'll just ask you guys this at the same time. So now you haven't watched Sonic, but now that the sequel's in production, are you planning to watch the first one? And if you get to decide which additional character you can add to the sequel, which of these from this picture, I guess, would you add into the sequel?
Oh, definitely the middle one. I forgot his name though.
Sonic?
I like that guy. No, not the middle one, the above.
You said the middle one.
I know. I mean, I'm talking at the bubbles. Okay.
I definitely like the most right.
Hold on, let me screen share it in a bigger graphic right here.
The most bottom right sounds quite nice. Sad.
So yeah, let's start with Ariq then. Which one? Probably not this. Which, if
No,
you-
that's the one. That's the one I saw.
that's the one.
Sad. Let's see. I use this.
which character and yeah.
I don't know. What's his name again? The one. The
I have
black
the-
one.
I have the list. Oh, Shadow.
Shadow?
I have Shadow. Shadow. Yeah.
Shadow is so cool.
He look. Yeah, that's what like. He's quite cool. So I suppose him.
Yep.
Shadow as well.
No. I'm going for the more underrated one. Espio, the chameleon. I like that dude.
Which one is SPO?
In the middle, above Sonic. Directly above Sonic.
This one? This one?
Like,
The purple one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the purple one.
I've never heard of SPO.
I want to make the claim that out of the four of us, I know the most about Sonic. Because I do play the game quite a lot, okay?
I think I probably
I've never
I probably know second most about Sonic, I would say.
I played the game quite a lot, so I know the characters, but I'm not. There's a lot of holes in the plot that I know.
Teguh, if you can add a character, which would you add?
I don't know. I don't play that much, so I guess
Sonic.
hand-drawn Sonic. Gotta go with Sonic, man.
Having seen the first film, I guess I don't want to spoil it to you guys, but it's going to be interesting how if they were to add more characters of how they're going to involve it. Because I guess you said in the trailer, Sonic comes to the human world, and he comes from a different world. So like I don't know how they're gonna do that if they want to add the characters and what kind of story. The one that would logically makes the most sense if it's like someone from Earth decided to replicate Sonic and they create maybe either Shadow or they create Metal Sonic. It will make total sense for plot wise.
Mhm.
And I obviously
Yeah.
Tails is obviously gonna be in the sequel. I love Knuckles, so I don't mind that. Silver is badass, but if I were to pick another one that I want to see, I don't think it would make sense plot wise, but Blaze, the purple one right here, or
Yeah.
Rogue, the bat
Mhm.
creature. I don't know what exactly she is. They would be cool characters to add to the game, to the film. And of course,
Yeah.
people love Amy. So.
Yeah. I like the rabbit more. What's her name? Cream.
Cream, yeah.
Cream.
Right.
Yeah.
Vector will be weird because it's like he sort of stands out oddly.
Mhm.
And
But I think if you're making like the big bad villain, but the
Right.
thing is, in the movie, did they talk anything about the Chaos Emerald, Albert?
No, they just talk about the ring. The
Uh,
ring is like a big plot point of how he travels. Um, yeah, and of course, a big villain is Doctor Eggman in the first film.
nice. Man, like if they talk about the Chaos Emeralds, they could go with Chaos as the villain.
Who's Chaos?
The one up next to SPO, the left side. Yeah,
This,
that one, the
this
blue one.
water thingy. I've
Yes,
never heard of that.
Chaos.
Yeah, Ariq Teguh, hate to break it to you, but I think the hand-drawn Sonic might be the last one that we'll ever see in the big screen. It will take the longest for them to
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Albert, if it appears, will be so sorry. hey,
Dude.
hey, you know, like, what is it? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They literally made the meme a thing, like the
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But that's an animated film.
Sonic is.
It's an animated
I mean,
film.
like Sonic.
dude.
Well,
I
doesn't
like
matter.
this. Look, like this is all the fictional characters Sonic the Hedgehog.
Blame.
Everything is like the
Cat?
cartoon. There's Sonic.
I guess Blaze is a cat.
Yeah, that's it. That's all on the show.
Alright, one less topic to discuss for the day, and then we can wrap it up. Disney World is reopening. So do you think it's a good
Yeah.
idea for them, or do you think it's a bad idea considering what's going on right now?
The thing is, even if they open, I don't think anyone's gonna go.
That's
Man, like,
you'd be surprised.
I'm very sure some people will go.
Yeah, but like not a lot, I guess.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
sure.
People do not
it's gonna be
the power of stupidity. People who
Dude,
are willing to go.
The power, Teguh. It's like like they've been closed for a while, and then like people was like, oh, I want to go to Disney World, but it's closed, and then like once it's open, they'll be like, it's time.
the question is, are they gonna still social distance? Like how that's gonna work on the rides?
I mean, I thought they said they said please don't scream on the roller coasters.
What? Really?
Oh, the virus go out. That is such a weird rule. Is that a
Scream
real rule?
internally when the roller coaster.
But yeah, they're reopening. Employees and guests are required to wear face mask and undergo temperature
course.
screening before entering the parks. They will reduce the capacity of parades on the parks and the resort, and as well as firework events to avoid crowds. They will enable cashless transaction by expanding contactless payment, and they will increase the number of hand sanitizing stations.
Hmm.
And this one
Basically,
is
they just need to make more money before they go bankrupt.
Hmm.
Nice.
Because the thing is,
They're
think
all
about it,
thinking about
right? Think about it. If they just kept closed, they would have been closed for almost 2 months.
Hmm.
But they
Okay.
still have to pay maintenance for everything, right? That's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Teguh's making a point here. Conspiracy time.
So
Business student, marketing.
Marketing.
This is marketing mix.
damn it. I didn't read
It's
it.
just a high school joke. Nobody's going to understand.
No one can understand the
Yeah.
inside.
This is a very this is like very inside joke.
It's gonna be weird.
Anyways.
There is no way they can social distance. Like I guess if they do a riot, keep distance. There's no people next to you. You have to sit several seats back.
The
It's like-
the roller coaster is only filled like front, middle, back.
Like you're 1% here, 1% here.
Like it
here.
worked.
It's like
It
you
worked
see-
for some rides, but what if like you're doing like the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Haunted Mansion? Not Haunted Mansion. The Tower of Terror ride. That doesn't work because there's like one chair.
I've never been. I wouldn't know. Ha.
Me neither.
Splash Mountain will be
Oh.
a huge problem because of water gonna splash.
one person in each place.
One person in
One-
each ride at a time.
One person per ride. Aduh.
One person per ride.
1%
One person per splash.
One person.
First, people in the splash zone is only one person as well. Only one person can splash. It's like you in the ride, you get splashed. Huh? What? Everyone else just like stay back.
You know how the Disney theme park they divided them into different like sections of the park, like Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. There's only like one person in each land that you're allowed to be in. You have to rotate.
Rotate. My
That
goodness.
is, that'll be an interesting thing to see.
I guess I'm pretty sure they will definitely not have cast member like work. Well, there will be cast member, but they won't have like the photo ops for like the princess and everything because that's like a threat for the people
Mhm.
who's like working as a princess or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they wear like extra gloves.
No, Kelvin, they wear.
Can you imagine like Princess Elsa wearing a face mask? That will ruin the experience for the child. You know?
Yep.
Like
No,
Yep.
no.
Elsa wearing a
But-
mask.
No, Albert, it
But-
increased awareness.
But they wear hazmat suits. It's a princess, but they wear their own like special hazmat suits. Like Elsa's hazmat suit is blue, and there's like
Hazmat
some
suits.
crystals on it.
Yeah. I want my hazmat suit to look like Olaf, man.
It's now available for sale in Disney theme parks only.
Hazmat suit, Olaf. Hazmat suit, Olaf version now available in Disney Store.
I thought that one was the one that looks like the moose instead.
Sven.
Aduh.
No.
But yeah, no, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom is opening July 11, and Disney Hollywood Studios Epcot is opening July 15. And yes, this is only Disney World in Orlando. That's their plan. They haven't been approved by the state of Florida yet, but they plan to do it on those dates. So yeah,
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens, and if it goes bad, I guess they will close it again.
Yeah, close it again. Yeah.
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 So
So
that
Stop scaring Ayla like that. Jesus.
jeez, Albert.
Look at her.
That's a terrifying
She's
look.
terrified. She's terrified of that thing.
That thing, indeed, that's a thing.
Alright, so should we plug now? Yeah? Yeah. Let's plug then.
Let's plug then.
Alright, so you can find me at Instagram at KYA27 and also on DiscoMonkey027 on Twitch and Mixer. I exclusively mostly only do Monster Hunter because I'm too no other game.
Why don't you speak GTA?
The thing is, if I stream GTA, I'm just prepping. It's not fun to watch me just prep.
People
Okay?
do that in like Minecraft. Like Minecraft, they just dig down. They just keep digging and they
Oh,
stream that.
it's different. Okay, it's Minecraft. You watch them to do anything
What?
other than just
What?
stand around.
Anything, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Teguh has not been in your streams. I have, so it's unfair, you know. So Teguh has to be in your streams. He has to be playing GTA.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. And also on Steam, you can find me at Disco Monkey 007 if you guys want to play games. Nice. All right. So smash that elbow.
You can
Okay,
find
good.
me on Steam as Deep Fried Tofu. You can find me on Instagram at TG23399. And that's all, folks.
Copyright.
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
we,
yet.
just, we just got
Not yet.
copyright.
Wait,
guys.
Look
Right,
it up.
y'all can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. And you can find me on Steam. I haven't been playing lately. I haven't actually been playing lately. I've been crying. So
I've been crying.
Oh no.
find me on Steam at the Bluest Smith. Back to episode 5. Please go watch that. It's important.
It's an important.
It's important to understanding Ariq. It's like
Wait, is it episode 5 or 6? I'll figure it out.
it's
man.
episode 5. It's episode 5.
5.
We saying the wrong thing.
Also,
Why do you
yeah,
have doubt again suddenly?
I forgot to say this. I told this a few weeks back that we already passed our 2 years anniversary, which is like insane since the first episode.
Oh yeah.
We never
Really?
really celebrated. Oh well, but that happened. We passed since the initial first episode of the Avengers Infinity War spoiler review. That first episode ever.
When was that out?
I want to say May
May
of
something.
2018. Because
Ah.
Infinity War 2018.
There you go. Yay! We this is our second anniversary that we don't even realize.
We didn't even realize that.
We don't even realize.
We
But
are,
yay.
We should be more.
we are 2 years.
We should be more concerned. We should be more caring about this, but we don't. It just happens.
See, we humble boys.
Boys.
Yeah, we're not like, oh
We
God,
humble boys.
we're 2 years old. Like
Yeah.
Albert, when it reaches like 5 years old, then we'll celebrate that properly. When it reaches 5.
Exactly.
5-year-old. We're gonna ignore the 3-year and 4-year anniversary.
3 and 4.
Yeah, no, 3 and 4.
We humble council.
We humble council.
Yeah.
You know, I believe it is exactly almost 2 years ago on May. I'm pretty positive about it. And yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
It is 2 years ago.
Because we did like from monthly to bi-weekly to weekly, so the episode is not as much as you would think for the 2-year thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years.
A lot of things change, okay? At least now we are more consistent.
Yeah.
We are a lot more consistent now.
And Kelvin knows how to do an outro, unlike like the first episode.
You see, I've been practicing for 68 episodes.
You know, it was literally May 6, 2018. And
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
it's
was,
what,
that was the first one. I just had it. May 6, 2018. And that
Alright.
first
Oh my God.
episode currently
So-
have 69 views. So yeah.
so whenever it's Putri's birthday, it's our anniversary, okay? Remember that, guys.
Okay. But yeah.
Albert, plug.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JA Wiradharma. Wiradharma spelled Wiradharma. You can find the video version of this at Jaw Movies on the YouTube version. And as well, I'm gonna plug this again. If you guys want to watch Scooby Doo, watch the Scooby Doo commentary track that's available on my YouTube channel. You can find it if you want to watch the video version. If you want to watch the audio version, just download it on the podcast feed. You can just type down the Scooby Doo commentary track. You can find it. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. We will do the next one this it's upcoming month in June, and we'll be doing the Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed. And we know what's going on in the world right now, and we haven't gone political about it. But I just want to take this time real quick. Kelvin mentioned GTA, and apparently GTA Minnesota is happening. And yeah, guys, I understand all the happening in the world, and protest is fine, but please don't riot. The looting and the rioting is just insane. So just stay safe. Stay safe, you guys. And like, the rioting is not gonna help anyone. Like, protest is fine, but the riots is just of burning and everything is insane. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Like you're in the US, so
Yep.
Yeah, and I know some people who live in Minnesota,
The
so
main concern is yours.
I'm a bit concerned. There's supposed to be a riot in Lafayette right now. I'm like, I hope everything's fine. So yeah. Anyway, you can find me.
Everyone, pray for Albert.
You
Pray for Albert.
can find Councilmen
Pray for Albert.
on Instagram. Follow us there. Leave us a review. Pray for me by tagging us on at Councilmen.
wait, if anything happened to Albert, we'll start a GoFundMe.
If anything happens to Albert, just remember, Albert, if anything happens to you, I will say, I hope someday you will be reunited with the one you cherish. No, don't do that.
Alright, so yeah, I guess that's our plug. So yeah, with that, the councilman has spoken. Bakuretsu, la la la.
What? Okay.
You won't get it. You won't.